Hi, my name is Cyndy McDonald, and I'm going to do a really quick tutorial for you on how to add recommenders and especially advisors in your Common App application. You know, I looked and looked through the My Common App and discovered it wasn't there at all. And so if I have that problem, I'm an advisor with many years of experience. I'm sure you ran into this too. So when you log into your Common App, I'm on the dashboard. You can see where my application is, and you have two sections. You have the Common App and you have the My Colleges. To get to the recommender section and the FERPA waiver, you have to do that first before you get recommenders. You go to My Colleges and you have your list of colleges. It doesn't matter which one you pick. The FERPA applies to all of them, so just pick one of the colleges. I'm going to pick Cornell. And you can see I've got all these different things, general academic. I can skip all the way down to almost the bottom, recommenders and FERPA. You can do these in any order, so don't hesitate to do just go directly to recommenders. Now, if your high school has you do this through Naviance, Maya Learning, Seattle, whatever different programs, SCORE, then they'll have their own process. This is how you do recommenders and advisors directly through the Common App. Now, your school can have recommenders go through those other systems. You can still log in directly into Common App and request an advisor. And if you have somebody that you're working with in a program or counselor or advisor, this is where you would put them in so they can assist you as you progress through your applications. So the first thing you have to do is this thing called the FERPA release authorization. The Family Education Rights and Privacy Act is implemented in the 1970s in order to help students to be able to have a little more control over their educational information. For your purposes and for the Common App, this affects recommendations. And if you don't waive your right to see all your recommendations, it might inhibit some recommenders from writing letters. So you don't want that. You want them to write their letters for you. So the recommended protocol is to waive that right. You can always ask them for them. And I've never found, very rarely have I found that recommenders aren't willing to share, but they don't have to share the recommendations if you waive your FERPA. So there's a little button here. It says, tell me more about the recommendations. And here's the FERPA waiver, tells you what the FERPA law is, and it, explains the whole thing. And so the recommendation is, I always have all my students do the FERPA waiver, and if you don't waive it and somebody's turned in a recommendation, then you can't go back and change it. So you want to do it right the first time. So you're going to complete the release authorization. It gives you instructions. It says on the next screen, it'll ask you two important questions about your release of and access to your educational records under FERPA. And so since it's a complex law, we want to provide some key information for you to respond. And then they have the FAQs, how does FERPA relate to your college application? It gives you information. Then it's going to say, oh, we're going to ask you if you want to waive that. And if you don't know what, it says if you're still unsure, that's okay. But our recommendation is to go ahead and waive it. So I'm going to click here. I've read and I haven't waived anything yet. I've read and understood the FERPA. So now I'm going to continue. I acknowledge that every school that I have attended may release all requested records and recommendations to which I'm applying. I also understand that employees at this colleges may confidently contact my current and former schools if they have questions on my behalf. Okay, so this is, we're going to take that. So I notice so I'm going to go back, here's the directions. I'm going to continue, and I've identified, yes, I know the schools have this right. And then here's where the real crucial thing is, please select one. I waive my right to review all recommendations supporting documents. I do not waive my right. You want to do, I waive my right, because this is going to give you more freedom, and the people who write letters of recommendation for you are going to be more, feel more confident and less worried about doing it. So you want to waive your right. Again, once you do it and a recommendation, either one of these, recommendation is submitted, you can't change it. So you want to do it right the first time. I understand my waiver, so do this first, and then you put in your name, and you put in the date. 25, and we're going to save. So now this is what you want it to look like, is you want it to look with, I waive my right, I acknowledge, and then I'm going to save and close. Okay, it doesn't like that. So let's go back here. I guess it likes my date. You have to do it the date of your doing. So we're going to click on that. Now you can see all the recommenders. You cannot see them until you do this. And once you do this, this applies to all the colleges on your list. And here's invite recommenders, manage recommenders, invite a counselor, invite a teacher, invite other recommenders. And here's where I come in, as an advisor. Then you can invite me as an advisor, and then this becomes the place where you can put in, and you can invite another advisor. So this opens it up so you can add your recommenders, your counselor, and your advisor. So that's all you need to do in order to do the FERPA and get to the screen that has the recommenders and FERPA. And once you do this, it's going to open it up for all your colleges. Good luck with your college applications. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your school counselors or others that are there to assist you in your college applications.